G'day, it's Stephen from Woolston Web Design here again. I'd like to share another video with you about the fantastic PHP framework which is called Laravel. If you've been following any of my videos, you will be aware of the fact that I've started working with Laravel and fallen in love with it, so I'm discovering lots of new things as I'm going along. This video, what I would like to show you is some search engine optimization features that I've incorporated into my Laravel application. So there's quite a few different ways that you can optimize your website for web. Let's talk about an individual web page. Many ways that you can optimize your web page for search engines so that the search engine robots will crawl your site and find the information that you want them to find. So specifically what I'm going to talk about here is on-page SEO. So that's things like if we open up the head, things like the meta description, the title, and things like that. So what I've done with my Laravel application is I've customized the title and the meta description so that it's different depending on the type of page that you're looking at. And I've done that using Laravel section directives. So let's jump into some code and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So let me give you a quick overview of the structure of my application. So all of my pages extend this app.blade template here, and you can see what I have is it's just a straight up HTML boilerplate, and it's pretty much the same as what came with the boilerplate that came with the Laravel installation. But you can see in here I've got some code in here which you may not have seen, and it definitely doesn't come as part of the Laravel installation. And what this is, it's relating to sections that exist in my individual templates. So let's pause that for a second and go to one of our templates. Let's go to the home page. So you can see no, let's not go to the home page. What's the main index page here? Yeah, no, this is it. So this is extending the app blade template in the layouts folder. So you can see here I'm saying extends layouts.app. So what that is going to do is it's going to take this app template and everything that appears within this content section. If I minimize this, you won't be able to see it. I'll minimize that. So the only thing that appears in these blade templates is this content section. So then if I come back to my app.blade, the way that you show the information that appears in these sections is to use the yield directive. So what I've got, if we go down here, this is my body. I've wrapped it in a class. I've got a whole heap of other classes. This is my nav, and then I've got a notification section, and then down here we've got yield content. So what's going to happen is the content of my home blade template is going to be injected into this part of the page, and all of this other stuff is going to get wrapped around it. So I've kind of extended that idea, and I have created, if I go to another page, I've created some more sections. I've created a meta section and a title section. So I could have this meta section within a page, or I may just not have it at all. For example, my home blade template doesn't have those sections, and I handle that here within this code. So I've got an if block which says if the current view has a section which is called meta, then yield that section, so show that section. If we go to the item template, so this content here, whatever appears within the section tags, will then be put in here. after this viewport meta tag. Otherwise, if the view does not have a section called meta, then just put this meta description in, which is some generic text that I want for the entire application to show. So we're kind of falling back. So if the page doesn't have a section, then fall back to a generic default text. And I've also done the same thing with a title tag. So I've said if the view has a title section, then yield that section, yield that tag here in this section, so it will appear after the meta description, because that will always show something here. So the title tag will appear here. Otherwise, if that title section doesn't exist, then display this title, which is going to get the app name from my env file, and it's going to concatenate the same, or a summary of the same text as what I have in the description. So let's save that, and let's go back to our page, and this is the home page. So if I go home, and we'll have a look in the head, you can see here the description is simple and easy to follow lessons for developers, and course manager, simple and easy to follow lessons for developers. We'll go back to a code, and that's the text that we've got here. Because remember, the home page does not have any of those sections. But if we look at the item.blade, this is an individual item, and I'm getting information from the database. So I want to show that information in my meta description and also in the title of the page as well. So what I'm doing is I've created this meta section here, and in it I've put a meta description tag. And instead of using the default overall global website text, I'm actually going to put the summary text for the course in the meta description, so that when the Google crawler crawls this particular page, it's not going to get the generic text that's applicable to the entire website. It's going to get text which is specific to this individual course. And similarly, I've done the same thing with the title section. So I've kept a similar kind of convention here, where I'm getting the app name, or it's going to default back to Laravel. I probably should change that. But I know that this has text, so it will always use that, and then concatenating the name of the course after that config. So if we go to our website, and if we go to one of these individual courses, if we have a look in the head, this time in the description we've got the summary that relates to the individual course, and we've also got the title of the course as well in the title. So there you go. That's a really good way of customizing the search engine meta tags that you have available in your Laravel installation. So I hope that was helpful to you. Feel free to leave some comments and let me know what your thoughts are, and if you have any questions or suggestions for videos in the future. Talk to you later.